How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another After Action Report with RONIN 47R. Today we are taking out the rarely seen, at least for me, the A-32. And in this game, I do end up getting a mastery badge, so this is kind of the mastery of blastery. But you know what, don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at this Tier 4 Russian medium tank that sees up to a Tier 5. It is a premium. And, you know, with the power of the weight ratio on Dragon Ridge during the standard battle, it's going to come in handy because it can haul some Heine, getting up to 70 kilometers per hour on flat. So let's take a look. So as this game opens up, one of the things I wanted to share with you here is that, you know, in the beginning I said, who's your daddy, T-34? And if you know your history, the answer is why the A-32 is. It was actually the predecessor that went into production and beat out the A-20 and became the parent to, led up to the T-34. So there's a real life fun fact there that you might be questioned on at the next party that you're at, and you'll be a hit. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and jump into this game, which is, luckily, we're top tier. It's only Tier 4. This does see up to a Tier 5, as I mentioned before. And this guy, you know, he's... Gosh, how do you even describe this guy? I don't know if you own him. If you do, you know what I'm talking about. If you've battled him, I'll bet you it's bounced a few rounds. But it has some pretty cool armor in regards to it being sloped. But as far as the armor points themselves, you know, 15 to 35 millimeter on average thereabouts, 360 hit points. High mobility, you know, comes in at a arbitrary score of 64 if you were to look in the garage. But you know, this thing is more of an assassin. I have this thing set up with the vents and the rammer and the GLD, and you're gonna, yeah, you can't snipe. I mean, it's pretty tough with a 0.5 something or other accuracy. You know, a 2.29 second aim in time in. So you know, you really have to plan this thing very much like the perhaps even like a light tank assassin. Kind of like a derpy assassin. Really have to flank and take advantage. There are some folks that may tell you to use HE, and maybe they're right. I don't know. I'm constantly learning, but you know, when I look at the pins and the damage and whatnot, I'm pretty much sticking with, especially since it sees Tier 5, the loadout that you see here, where I have you know, 25-ish, then 40, and then 5. HE doesn't seem to be really employed when I use this thing. And again, you're going to want to be flanking so you can actually penetrate, but you know how that goes. So back and forth, and oh boy, can I get this guy? Boom! Did not penetrate the M3 Lee. But penetrated that wall pretty darn well. Now the reload time is actually not too bad. Not too bad, and they get some really nice damage rolls. Let's see if we can really catch onto one of these things. Here we go. So there you go, 105. Let's see what the next one is. Well, that's a miss. Shall I continue to impress you? But the mobility on this thing is just ridiculous. That's absolutely your best weapon for this. And oh, the good old French armor there. Especially at these lower tiers. He's wondering where the heck that came from. I was attempting to track him so that I can aim in a little bit better on his turret, and there's a 103, and you have to understand, Tier 3, Tier 4 tanks, 100 points of damage is devastating. And with this type of reload, hey, it's not too shabby, not too bad. Boom! That guy is down for the count. So this game went pretty quick. I only have 1 kill. Now I have 2. You know, not very many pens, 3 spots. Nothing too crazy is going on in this game. It's kind of slow to start, but you know what? For me, when I guess the pressure's off when I think that nothing too crazy is going to happen, and I just play the game, good things seem to happen. Meanwhile, you do have this tank over here that I am trying to track down. Oh, there he is. He is really hull down, which is great. I had to aim in there, rolling a 111. But this guy here, I mean, he's going to go ahead and bounce some of these shots. I do get a penetrating there. Trying for the top of the turret, got lucky. Angle this thing, and you can do pretty well. You have, obviously, a light tank shooting at me from far away, but, you know, that Panzer 1C, he can absolutely be devastating. But you have to angle that armor, and you really want to get your shot in first. Uh-oh, there's somebody to my left. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. This is not a brawling tank, and it's not really a sniping tank either. Like I said, it's kind of that, it's almost like a light tank assassin. You gotta wait. The guy's not paying attention to you. You come in, and you're just a jerk. You just shoot him in the side or the rear. I mean, that's really how you play this. 127, beautiful. Man, that was sweet with that ammo rack. Here we go. Panzer 1C that was shooting at me earlier, done. Look at that. So now we're up to 5 kills. You know, these games at lower tiers, they just go so much faster. Now, this last medium tank that is left, if you were to look on the scoreboard, you'd see that he is a Matilda. And as we know with Matildas, oh man, at a tier 4, that Matilda, it might as well be Fort Knox. It is a very well-armored tank. Low alpha, but very quick firing, tank. I don't care if it's a medium or not. That thing is and can be very intimidating. So this is really the case in point where are you going to sit there and exchange shots with this guy from far away? Heck no. And you're not going to want to brawl and play peekaboo with this guy either. I mean, this is straight up, you have to be cunning. Otherwise, you're dead. I have a pretty good hit point amount left over, 284, but, look at that. 4 shots for sure, and I am done. Now, look at that. Boom. My guy just got toasted by this guy, so much respect. And taking some risks, but look at that. I can't even broadside, and I wasn't even able to penetrate him using HE. So I was trying to just cheat the system there and at least get something off of him. But we're going to keep trying. We're going to see how this thing works. I do have 2 buddies, and there's no need to rush to die. Take your time. Got a glancing blow, nothing too huge, but now I'm at 50%. And this is a make or break. I'm not an idiot. I know that well, sometimes I am, but I know that there is a Top Gun at stake here, and how fun would it be to get one? So that was, I was putting some pressure on myself and trying to keep it cool because I do not want to blow it. I mean, literally 2 shots and it can be over for me. So he's turning to look, and I'm using these HEs just to try to be annoying. And now I've ran out of them, and besides, they were very low alpha. But look at this. I'm even going to switch to HE. Look at this. Switching to HE, have an orange. Well, now it's kind of a yellow, but had an orange. And I'm telling you, he is not going to want to be penetrated. Look at the color. And firing and nothing. So guess what? The writing is on the wall. Side of the turret, nothing. Back of the turret, nothing. So what have I determined? Sit here and definitely lose. Or you gotta go in, and you better go in now because your guy's distracting him. So here we go with our 70 kilometers per hour potential. 74 going downhill. Let's go ahead and outrace his turret. There you go. Boom. Luckily my guy gets out of the way. Turret rotation. He changes his mind and goes the other way, which buys me some more time. And here you go. Boom. I took you from the rear. So there you go. 76 millimeters up your chimney there, so enjoy that. So that secured the Top Gun. Launching those premium shells though did waste our money, but in this case I don't care. I wanted to win. I wasn't there to make money in that particular case. Pretty decent with 5442 on the experience, 1260 for damage, only 57 for assisted, 6 destroyed, 18 actually penned, blocked 236, and like I said, that's pretty cool. Especially at this tier, carried them. Granted, I was top tier, but there was definitely some tanks in here that can put some hurt on the enemy. And then, of course, the good old list that I like to look at of folks who I have added to my experience there, or added to their experience, or vice versa, both. So quite a few tanks, walked with a mastery, Top Gun. Pretty cool. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I really do appreciate you hanging out with me. I am definitely curious to know if you have the A-32 and what your thoughts are on it. Please put those in the description, and I will catch you guys later. Now, where did my crew go off to? Oh, I see. There they are. Okay, girls, tell them who they are if they're receiving this transmission.
You are one of the 47 Ronin. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.